second time, Brendon Worsham has qualified for the state championships, wrestling at 182 pounds.
Yes, sir.
He wound up finishing at the very worst second today in the regionals. Might be first. He's still got one more match to go.
Yep.
Brendon, that was a pretty intense little battle there. With opponents from Union Pines.
Yeah. I slipped up for a little bit, but just had to get back in the right mindset.
Yeah.
Do what I needed to do.
Yeah. What's it been like through this year? This is the first time you've ever had to wrestle in the summertime.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. You can definitely tell like the huge increase in like the heat in the wrestling room. Like, I mean, even yesterday, I mean, we had literal puddles on the mat coming off our bodies. It's a lot hotter. You got a decent amount of kids in there, and coaches like to turn up the heat.
Really?
Yeah.
So who ordered that, Coach Ronner or Coach Petit?
I think it's just a tradition.
It's just a tradition.
Yeah, makes you sweat more, makes you work harder.
Yeah,
but it does pay off.
Yeah, and that gym's getting a workout right now because their basketball game's going on even as we speak.
It pays off though.
Yeah.
Like we do a lot of conditioning as Orange, and I mean you can definitely tell. You get to that third period and you find that the other guy can hardly even breathe, and you're just doing what you need to do.
Has it been like that at times this year where you felt like you?
Yeah. I mean, you really have to push in a lot of these matches towards the third period. I mean, it's everything you have in your body. You got to give it your all.
You've been really working out since February, back when football practice started, and then you went through 6 games of a football season, got through this. Is your body beat up yet?
Not really. I mean, playing constant sports, I mean, it helps a lot. Just getting used to it.
Right.
Yeah, just working hard.
So what are you expecting now? What'd you learn last year when you made the state championships the first time?
I learned that it's definitely an entirely different environment. I mean, it's tough. Every single kid there, it doesn't matter. I mean, there's some tough kids. Like, I mean, last year I went 0-2. Not the best, but I mean, I definitely learned from it.
Right.
I learned what it takes if you want to win those matches.
Yeah. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Well, it won't be in front of 20,000 fans.
Sadly.
Next Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, it does put a lot of pressure on you, but it also motivates you a lot.
Right.
Because in any match, it doesn't matter what team is watching, everybody's going to pick a guy.
Right.
And you might hear a kid from a totally different team rooting for you, and it does help you, being able to hear it.
There is, I've noticed here today, and I've watched most of the matches here today, there's a sense of community among some of the schools here. The Fayetteville schools root for a kid, and the Big 8 schools will root for Cedar Ridge and Chapel Hill and all.
Yep, because, I mean, in conference, I mean, we're enemies, but then once we get out here, we're more alike than we like to admit. I mean, they're right down the road from us. Yeah. I'd rather root for them than the kid from 3 hours away.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice to have a community feeling, even if it is getting broken up here in the next couple of weeks. Yeah. Brendon, congratulations on reaching the regional final, and we'll talk to you again next Saturday.
All right.